Hey YouTube, welcome back. How are you? Okay, we'll roll through the things and we can get on with it. Okay, so first things first, make sure you are subscribed and hit the little bell so you're notified whenever I upload here. If you would like to see full-length reactions to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or any of the other shows on Darcy's Watching Stuff, you can find those on my Patreon. It's linked down below, along with a lovely little link to my main channel, where I also hope to see you. And last but certainly not least, leave a comment down below, but no spoilers. Okay, bye. Yes, I sound like garbage today, but I don't feel like garbage. I did prior to today, but I'm feeling better. This is just, whatever's left is trying to figure itself out. So we are just going to deal with it. As always, I will edit out all the sniffles and gross noises, and if I pop off screen and back on, it's probably just because I'm sneezing, coughing, or wiping my nose. You're not missing much, I promise. So, we're back here. I miss May. I miss the whole team, but I miss May. I'm thinking about her, kind of wondering what kind of episode today, because we got a little Fitzsimmons episode, then we got a little Fitzward episode, and so maybe it's just Fitzmay today. Do not know what we will get up to, but I'm just excited. I'm excited to get back into the episodes. I think we have eight episodes before we do another movie break. But it feels good to be back here, check in on the team, see what the hell they've been up to. You know what I mean? So let's do the thing, okay? Let's baby check. And let's Marvel ASMR. That was better. They let it go, a little bit.
In ancient times, people believed the heavens were filled with gods and monsters and magical worlds. But now we know the stories were true. Other worlds with names like Asgard do exist. And beings once revered as gods like Thor have returned, leaving us with more questions and an enormous mess to clean up.
Yeah, who does clean all that shit up, huh?
We don't want anything alien getting in the wrong hands.
Still, this is definitely the type of work a monkey could easily do.
You're our little monkey.
Hey.
You guys might think it's old news, but it's new news to everybody else. So, Asgardians are aliens from another planet that visited us thousands of years ago.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if, for once, Thor and his people sent down the god of cleaning up after yourself. They probably have a magic broom for this kind of thing.
Take a peek under the hood, maybe take it for a spin. Come on, you're telling me piloting an alien ship isn't on your bucket list?
It's on mine.
Mind getting my human hands on Thor. He's so dreamy.
Sure, he's handsome, but...
No.
But Loki, right?
Out of sight. Out of mind. That's why we're here. Keep everything under control.
That's nice reassurance.
Now, who would do something like that?
Who knows?
Teenagers.
Baby, look.
What are we looking at?
Is this it?
You found treasure? You're gonna cut down the treasure? I hope it shocks you and you fly back. It really is treasure.
Finally, after all this time.
What is it? Smooch later. Open it up now. Tell me everything.
What have you done?
See, that's what I thought the tree was going to do to him at first. It works fast, whatever it is.
I'm just a bit more wary about the height thing since falling to certain death.
You're afraid? Shaken up? Some feelings will take over if you dwell on them. Especially fear. Focus on what you like to do best.
Not
Sleeping?
No.
Oh.
I mean, the Norway spruce is a rather fast-growing coniferous, and I know you're trying to trick me into going up, but I'm going up anyway, so.
I'll catch you if you fall.
Oh.
Could you describe or draw them?
I didn't get the good look. I just ran.
No.
Who would do something so evil?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Whatever was in that tree is Asgardian.
Ooh.
Looks like a staff or a rod.
Yeah.
Well crafted, engraved.
Yep. A little glowy.
Doesn't look like they're hiding.
In an attempt to stop the growing violence, their message was hauntingly spelled out on the streets of Oslo.
What was it?
Well, I guess we know who they think they are.
Show me. Show me. Oh.
Jacob Nystrom.
I think it's cool that this is like talking about Thor and Asgard and all that stuff, and we just watched Thor and Asgard and all that stuff. And it's just kind of cool. Also, listen, I empathize with that guy. Okay, cutting down a tree that old. Did you see on the park sign? It said how old the trees were. I missed it, but you saw how many years. That's a long time. Also, I just love when they have someone like holding their hat to show stress. I think it's so cute. His little hat off and he's just like squeezing his hat. It always makes me giggle. I don't think I've ever squeezed my hat from stress. Ever. But I think it's cute.
Leaders of a Norse paganist hate group.
And the numbers are
good.
growing thanks to what happened in
Good.
Greenwich. And but see here, it's clearly broken on both ends.
So there are more pieces.
Yeah, 2 at least.
Which means Sid and Nancy may be looking for a complete set.
Hard to translate with our limited knowledge.
You should give your buddy the God of Thunder a shout.
I was just gonna say, let's call Thor.
What if this is his nail to the hammer?
I already did. Director Fury told me he's off the grid, and if he has a cell phone, we don't have the number.
Shield's investigations are on the trail of Nystrom.
Thor with a cell phone.
Just because we don't understand something yet doesn't mean we should regress back to the Dark Ages.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
Excuse
Really?
me?
When we first found the hammer in New Mexico, I consulted one of the world's leading experts on Norse mythology. Maybe he can tell us more about these markings.
Thought I was teaching Norse mythology. Well, turns out I'm a history professor. I didn't know you were a collector.
On a government salary? Not quite.
Well, I'm assuming you found something on the ground in London. Yeah, the myth dates back to the late 12th century. It's all about a powerful warrior from Asgard. Berserkers battled like raging beasts, destroying everything in their path. A single berserker had the strength of 20 warriors.
So whoever wielded the staff got superhuman strength?
Came to Earth to fight, but he ended up falling in love.
Oh,
With whom?
as you do.
With life on Earth? Well, he didn't want its dark magic falling into the wrong hands, so he broke it into 3 pieces and hid each one in a different location.
The manuscript wouldn't happen to say where he hid them, would it?
Actually, it does.
Oh.
In 3 verses, buried in earth with the bones of the dead. That's a bit macabre, isn't it? And there's another
Graveyard.
here. Well, this one doesn't even have a rhyme. But the gist of it is
Give
close
up.
to God.
I was hoping
Church.
for less metaphor, more longitude and latitude.
Yeah, I think that'd be too easy.
There have been some recent interesting findings of Norse relics on Baffin Island, off the coast of Canada.
We'll start there then.
Let's go to Canada. Let's go.
People suck, sir.
That's your progress? People suck?
These people do. And there's also chatter about going underground.
El Divino Niño, a church built on the ruins of an 8th century crypt
Church,
built on
yeah.
Roman ruins from 206 BC.
And lots of bones. Let's see what we can
Close
dig
to
up.
God.
See what I did there?
I do.
Ward, your spectrograph is reading something near you.
I don't see anything.
Well, it's right in front of you. Oh, wait, no. Okay, hold on. It's moving.
Oh, it's moving. Good.
I have a wonderful explanation.
Okay,
And it is
let's
some
hear it.
unexpected.
Ward, what's happening?
This device just went down.
Something's wrong with Ward.
Yeah.
The staff's gone. Someone took it.
This is just sticking out of his bag. Hello?
It can't just disappear. We'll have to turn up somewhere. There we go. A block south of the church. Professor?
I screwed up.
Yeah. And now they got 2 out of 3. You're 66% there.
It's anything but. Ward, you passed out.
Why?
She's ruling out a panic attack.
I don't panic. Ever.
There we go. Ruled out.
Touching the staff caused it, right?
What's the last thing you remember before you lost consciousness?
He had a vision thing or saw something.
Something I hadn't thought about in a long time.
Yeah,
Why don't we leave it alone? Well, I mean, he just pulled his arm.
We're not gonna find it.
Quiet!
You know, I just wanted to be the first to study it.
Was it about your brother?
Drop it.
If you need to get it out, I am here.
Right. To talk. Because that's what you do. Talk.
An adrenaline surge can create a massive...
Stop talking. Just fix it. A sedative? Not gonna happen.
Yeah, well, be reasonable. Look how you're behaving.
That's what I was gonna say.
Keep us safe. Or am I gonna have to save Simmons' ass? Again.
What that chill pill?
That was just a biochemical reaction. He didn't mean all that.
You know, it was just a chance to uncover something that the gods brought down from the heavens.
Aliens brought it. From space. I've spent some one-on-one time with aliens before. Didn't work out too well. Get comfortable.
It's not a very comfy looking room. It looks cold.
Should be more careful.
I'm fine. You?
I'm working it out.
You're
Is
punching
that
things.
little W? Like when he was young? Was he in a well? You know, when I was little, I used to have a fear of falling in a well. I also often thought I would get caught in quicksand. Anxious little child I was. Okay, so how do we get RW back? I think we should let him work it out. I think probably punching it out is the best situation here. We still have one more piece to find.
The last thing you need is to punch things.
You got a better idea.
Let me help you.
Pretty good idea.
The only help I need is to stop those guys before they hurt somebody else.
Our world is being taken by gods! We will become gods and take it back!
Holy fuck.
I'm concerned that my exposure to that weapon has compromised my ability to do my job.
That's so responsible of
You're
you.
familiar with my family history. There are things I put away a long time ago. On lockdown.
You're saying touching the staff unlocked certain memories.
My worst memory. The first time I felt...
You telling me this makes me feel I can trust you. Him, on the other hand,
Yeah.
I can't get the professor to talk.
I'll try.
You've got some rage built up. Maybe it's time to let it out.
You need to start talking.
I told Agent Coulson everything I know.
Okay, then. You were right. He's Asgardian.
Good thing. Otherwise, that would have been awfully embarrassing.
Okay, I have to know.
I was gonna say,
How
you
did
could
you
just...
figure me out?
One, you're not the first Asgardian I've had in custody. You guys don't flinch or panic in captivity. Two, a Waterfield 44 on a lit professor's salary? I don't think so. And lastly, when I tell someone I've had some one-on-one time with an alien, they tend to be a little curious.
Yeah, you could be a criminal profiler. Hook you up with Hotch.
If we could just cut him open a little bit, get some tissue samples, maybe some bodily fluids, we could find out.
Or we could just ask him, weirdo. This is way, way better than the History Channel.
I've been in tighter spots.
This room is made of a silicone carbide-coated vibranium alloy.
That's why it
Meant
looks
for
cool.
prisoners like yourself.
Do you know Thor?
Oh, sure. I spent all my days palling around with the future king of Asgard. No, I don't know Thor. I was a Mason. I think, really, I just wanted to travel.
See the world, yeah.
And you don't either, it seems.
Yeah.
What did it do to me?
Oh.
It shines a light into your dark places.
I'll turn it on.
You may not know Thor, but I do.
What would happen if we just called Taylor up?
What would happen if you just called Taylor up?
The effects of the staff
Do they wear
Are
off?
they permanent?
Yeah.
The strength wears off.
Okay.
You will feel exhausted afterwards. You'll need sleep. Rage in your chest that makes you feel as if your heart's about to explode.
Yeah, that one.
It's worse on humans, but give it a few decades and it'll wear off too.
Great.
Well, the nose isn't quite right, but...
That's you.
Yeah, they've venerated me a bit as a saint.
They're idiots.
So take a vow of silence.
But when you get them talking, they squeal.
Uh-oh, they got all three there, 100%.
We need to help him.
We're like,
I'll get her.
we're just weak, measly little humans.
Oh my God. Sometimes you have to just jump in and figure things out.
Just get in there. Hands on.
Okay, what am I looking for?
His heart.
Here we go.
Oh, okay, I think I got it.
Help me!
Come on, W.
Not yet, Grant.
Help me! But he's got
Not yet.
You okay?
Oh, you've got to be kidding. That's, yeah. We've had enough.
I am not afraid of you.
You should be.
Am I dead?
Apparently not.
Great day to save lives.
You are easily the most beautiful thing I've seen
Oh,
in
dear.
1,000 years.
Yeah, you didn't freeze. You just weren't up for the idea of putting your hand inside somebody else's chest.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Maybe I
yeah.
should jump in.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to call you for a couple of days. It's been a difficult few weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Did you see anything? How did you hold all three?
Because I see it every day.
You and I have a lot in common. We've both been stabbed in the heart. I have no memory of being revived, of being in a hospital, just woke up a few months later.
And are you haunted by it, Mr. Coulson?
Not exactly.
Then what's the problem?
I suppose you're right.
I'm wondering if it's time to start over somewhere else.
Kim.
You should consider the American Northwest. Maybe Portland. Good food scene, great Philharmonic.
Well, if you will come and visit.
And if Thor's in town, I'll introduce you.
How you feeling?
Not great.
You're a guy who saves lives. I can overlook a little Hulk rage. No harm, no foul.
It was about my brother.
I know you're not one to talk, but like I said, I'm here.
Talk.
Well, you know where I live.
What's gonna happen here? Oh.
Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will return in a moment. That's precisely how I'm feeling. Relaxed. Tahiti's too good to be true.
I was gonna say this is Tahiti.
It's a magical place.
We gotta figure out what went on in Tahiti.
Grr, arg.
Okay, so not a Fitzmay, but a May Ward episode. Yeah, I think I said, but I think it's funny and kind of interesting how like Asgard came into play here. Yeah. Okay, cool. I wonder if that will like sort of be a norm after movie release dates. But interesting one. And we had, that guy. It's so funny because I feel like I know him from like 100 things, but I can't like piece one. That actor guy, like part of me feels like he was a doctor in something, like maybe Grey's Anatomy. Is that right? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure you all know him. But okay, so what's gonna happen now? Like, is this gonna kind of continue on? Because he said that the strength wears off, but you need a few decades for like the anger thing to wear off. So I wonder if that's gonna ever pop up with May and Ward in future episodes. Having that look into Ward's past though, see, I feel like he's like just a good guy. I really want to know what May saw though. She said, I see it every day. Our girl is struggling every single day. And she still gets out there and kicks some ass. What a woman. What a woman. Also, just interesting how Coulson, stuck his hand in there to save the guy that we all know after being shot. That's so funny. Just then to like hold his heart till healed. Funny stuff. And now we're getting more of a peek into Tahiti, but also not really. Like, oh my god, I kind of forgot that that Coulson like is looking into his death, like kind of trying to figure it out. So it's interesting to learn that he doesn't even remember like anything, being revived, being in a hospital, just like woke up one day and fucking back to life. I also liked how there was like little bits of Simmons like just kind of being a little wary, if you will, of like alien stuff and like, because she got all infected and stuff. And so like just kind of a callback to that episode on like, sticks with you. She got all fucking infected. She like jumped out of a plane. It was a whole thing. And so, that'll stay with you. So I like how the pieces of that kind of flow in. This was a good one. Listen, if you're going to hide something, he hid that first piece right in the middle of a fucking tree. I guess as it was growing? How? That's the place to hide something though, if you're going to. Okay? If you can figure out how. It just kind of builds the world a little bit, doesn't it? I kind of thought it was funny how he was like, do you know Thor? And he's like, yeah, of course. Like, I spend my days playing with the future king. No, of course I don't know Thor. And I just thought that was so interesting because I'm like, yeah, like Asgard is like, we've seen it. It's huge. It reminds me of when people are like, you're from Canada? Do you know so-and-so from Toronto? I'm like, no, I don't. But you know what I mean? Like, it's a big place, so it's kind of interesting to like, just, I guess, learn more about it, explore a little bit more of that place that isn't like just Thor and Loki in their life, Interesting. It just, like I said, like it makes the world a little bit bigger, Cool. All right, well, felt good to check in on the crew, even though things are a little chaotic as always, and we will wrap this one up here. But as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye.